Hi friends! Hi Book Dragons! I'm back to do my October TBR. I will be very honest with you, September sort of sucked for reading. I was incredibly unfocused for a majority of the month. I went back to work. It was a harder transition than the previous couple of months or the previous couple of years of my teaching life because it is fully back to a pre-pandemic lifestyle and everything is very, very different than what I've been used to for the past couple of years. So it has been a bit of a transition that I wasn't really expecting. So I hope that has passed me. I hope that I can spend my evenings reading and relaxing. Reading is definitely my self-care and my focusing, and I relax a lot. When I can't do that, I feel a little bit jittery. Always how I've been. Reading is always my escape from reality. But yeah, so I am going to go back to my old TBR jar, which is just a lot of fall prompts. I also have some e-arcs that I want to focus on because I haven't read e-arcs in about 2 months, so I really want to focus back on that. So first we're going to focus on the e-arcs. The first book we are going to chat about is New Dragon City by Mara Makuzi. Here is a photo. This is a book that I'm on a blog tour for, so I need to read it relatively soon. I'll probably read it over the next couple of days probably because it's a review book, but it's a middle grade book. I've read a few things by Mara Makuzi. I read her Camelot Code series a couple of years back. I read her video game series, which I enjoy, but it wasn't my favorite. This one is right up my alley. I love books about dragons, so hopefully I will really enjoy it. The next e-arc that is on my list, sorry, I'm looking at my computer, is Spells for Forgetting by Adrian Young. I don't know much about this one, but I know it follows a small town with magic, a girl, and there's a murder involved. That sounds right up my alley. I'm really excited for this one, and I hope that I enjoy it. And I have read other things by Adrian Young and really enjoyed them, so this one's high on my list. And then the next one is The Agathas by Liz Lawson and another author, and this is sort of loosely inspired by Agatha Christie. I read another book recently, Pretty Dead Queens, which is also inspired by Agatha Christie or Jessica Fletcher, and I really, really like that one, so hopefully I will like this one as well. And then the next book we're going to chat about is Go Hunt Me. And this is a sort of murder mystery set in an ancient castle. It gave me vampire vibes. It gave me, it reminded me a lot of Go Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. It gave me vibes like that, but it's a bit more modern. And I got this a while ago, so I'm really excited to dive into it and read it. But yeah, and then the next book is How to Survive Your Own Murder. This is by the same author that wrote, I think Danielle Vega. She writes quite a few other books, but this one is about a girl. Her sister is killed and she has to go back in time to figure out who killed her, as she's a big witness for the prosecution. And it has some time travel elements to it, I think. So I'm really excited for that. And then the last book I'm going to chat about in this mini section is Secret So Deep. I'll put a cover here. This is the same author that wrote Secret So Deep, but this one takes place at a summer camp, and it's a theater summer camp, which definitely has piqued my interest. It's been out for a while, but hopefully I will be able to get around to reading it. My goal is to do a week where I just read e-arc, so I don't know when that's going to be. I'm probably going to toss The Dragon City in there because it's an e-arc I have to read. So yeah, those are all the e-arcs that are on my curious list for the month, and I hope I get to read them. I hope I'm much better reading e-arcs this month because in the past 2 months I've been really, really bad at them. So let's get into the physical books on my TBR and my TBR game. So I just rolled, and I'm going to pick 5 prompts out of here, and then I'm just going to fill my TBR cart with spooky, eerie, and creepy books that I think I'm going to tackle. So yeah, let's get into it. And if any of my e-arcs do work, I might choose them, I might not. We will see, but I have to choose 5 prompts. The first book, Read a Witchy Read. need a witchy read. Ooh, I actually have the perfect one for this. So let me go get it and then we're gonna chat about it. So I'm actually so happy this got picked. So I'm gonna read Wild as the Witch by Rachel Griffins, and I really loved her Nature of Witches book last year when I read it. But this is the New York Times bestselling author of Nature of Witches, comes in immersive enemies to lovers contemporary fantasy standalone. I really am excited for this one. I was planning on going to an event with her in August and then I got COVID so I couldn't go. I picked this copy up at ALA and I'm so excited. I will say enemies to lovers is not always my favorite trope. It just has to be done well. So I'll be curious if this book does it for me, but I'm really excited for it. They tend to be super quick reads. This cover is pretty and she's definitely a new favorite author of mine. So let's see what the next prompt is. I have to choose 4 more. The next one is horror. All right. I have to try to find a horror book. All right. I will be honest. Horror is not always my chosen genre. But let me see if I can find something that would work. Ooh, you know, I actually have the perfect thing. And this will be a little bit outside my comfort zone. So I think I might choose 2 in case I get too scared by this one. But hopefully I don't get terrified. We'll see. So the book I hope to read is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. I went grown over the summer when I was on vacation and really enjoyed it. But this is like a horror book, like Get Out meets a haunted house. And I'm curious to see how I feel about it. Because to be honest, horror is not always my thing. I get very, very scared very, very easily. But in case I think this is a little bit too scary, I will pick up The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. I bought a lot of hers, and she's a big horror author. So one of these I would love to read, and I might read like outside my comfort zone reading vlog in the month of October and read some like really outside my comfort things, but these would count for that. So that may happen. We will see. And then the next prompt I'm going to choose is, ooh, a middle grade. All right, let me try to find a spooky middle grade. Ooh, I actually might have a good one to add to this. So let me go get it and then we'll chat. There also might be like reading challenges go on that I decide to participate because there's a lot of fun ones that pop up in October. Like I know the TBR and Beyond one always has one that I always do. But I'm going to choose The Lords of Night by J.C. Cervantes. This is the companion book to the Stormrunner series. And this follows a Shadow Bruja Rina and her quest to prevent the 9 Aztec Lords of the Night from awakening. I literally just finished the Stormrunner series like this month. So hopefully going into this one will be a good decision. And I do like her writing style. I also read her YA book earlier this year and really enjoyed it. So this will be the middle grade book that I choose for this, and I hope that I like it. And again, mythology is a perfect book to read around the Halloween because I love myths, and they tend to be very, very eerie and very, very creepy. Not as scary when you read a middle grade version of the story. So I'm super excited for this, and hopefully I will enjoy it. And then I think we have 2 more prompts. So the next prompt is, ooh, read a thriller. All right, I do have a lot of options for this one. But let me go pick 2 because I have a physical book that I have I have an e-arc for, and then we will see what other one I choose. So I'll be back. So I did end up choosing 2. Killers of a Certain Age by Diana Rayburn. This is a book that I'm highly excited for. It's her newest release. It has to do with old assassins who like have retired, but a threat comes back, and I'm really excited for this one. And I also decided I would add the Agathas to this because I do have a physical copy. I bought this relatively recently, and I hope to read both of these. So yeah, these will be the ones I'm going to add to my TBR. Again, I just want to read everything spooky and creepy this month, so hopefully that will occur. And then let's see what the last official prompt will be. I have a lot in this prompt jar, so. Ooh, a book about celestial beings. That would be like angels or demons. I don't know what I would have for that. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Because oh, you know what? Maybe I could put Angel Mage on here by Garth Nix. I think this has to do with angelic magic. So yeah, I think I'm going to add Angel Mage. I've had this book on my TBR for so long. I just talked about this in my books I forgot were on my TBR video. So yeah, I think I'm going to add this one, and I'm going to pick another prompt in case that doesn't get read. Ooh, a book with a creepy word in the title. And I have a good one for that one. I'm going to do The Very Secret of Irregular Witches by Segnu Magdan. Probably saying that wrong. So yeah, this will be my official TBR. All the books that I'm going to put on it. And then let's just get to the books that I feel like I want to read. And we'll toss on them and see if they get read. So I'll be back with those picks. They're just a bunch of random books that I've decided to put on my TBR and see if they get read. One is The Whispering Dark, and this has it's a dark academia in an academy with a deaf hero or heroine, which sounds really cool. And I might read this in a reading vlog where I read Babel by Harif Kwong, we'll see. But this one I got at ALA and I was super excited for it. So it sounds like it would be a perfect book to read during spooky season because it does have to do with like ghosts and stuff, and it is at an academy, and there is a deaf heroine, which I think is really awesome. Also, Susan Dinner's new book, The Luminaries, which comes out in November, but I did get an arc of it. So yeah, this one is, and this has forest magic involved in it. I don't know a lot about it. I tend to go into Susan Dinner's books pretty blind, and normally I'm pretty happy, so pretty covered. And then just fantasy books that recently came out. The Sunbear Trials by Aiden Thomas. This has to do with like a competition, so I hope I enjoy it. I really liked his previous book, so I'm hopeful this one will also work. Lightlark has had so much controversy about it. I just want to read it, and there's a possibility I might do a like competition reading vlog with Lightlark and All of Us Villains. So these are two books that are definitely on my TBR. I want to give this book a solid chance and not listen to all the hate. And then this is a book that's been on my TBR for quite a while. It also has like a competition. The second book just came out. I think they're writing a third book. So this might be a reading vlog. We'll see. And then I have an older YA, Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. This is a dream-inspired fantasy, which, again, always fascinates me. Dreams, I think, are so interesting. Violet Made of Thorns, which has witches, princes, and There's Always a Price for Destiny, and The Boy Must Die by the Summer End, because he's the prince. I started reading this and then got a little bit distracted. I got up to chapter 5, so I will probably keep reading this at some point in October. And then two romances that I really want to read are 10,000 Stitches by Olivia Atwater. This is like a fairy tale story, and Go Hex Yourself by Jessica Clare. So that is my full TBR. I definitely hope that October is a better reading month than September. I'm going to be listening to a lot of stuff as well. Like, I've been listening like crazy recently. But yeah, so I'm not going to talk about those here because it's going to be whatever pops up, whatever I want to read. But yeah, I hope to see you guys soon for my next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, friends. Tell me in the comments what is one book you must read this October. Bye, Book Dragons.